As OC, Tom Surson, Jim Riley, Joe Zillick, Trevor Rieger, Harry J. Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted Bat for Blue Boy Boxes, GPS, Paso Robo, Rapist Night, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery, and Jim Hall, Bill DeVal, Duck King, and your team. See Geico, Marktown Joe, Top Hat, they gave you your Geico sign above it, and it jacked you all up. So my point is, and the whole group of you up, Bernard. My point is, Bernard, if the groups of you, Harry, Pickett Street, Jamaica Street, left those children alone in that neighborhood or even out here, you would have a different result. And since it doesn't seem to penetrate through the fag of LaChance's head, they're making it very clear. If you, some of you men were not supermassive pedophile fags and run your joke and think it's so funny and let those children complete their tasks and do what they were supposed to do, you wouldn't have a problem, Joe. But they're making it blatantly clear for you. It's your show-off fest, Joe, and it was never yours. And you know it. And that group of kids, and those boys, you wanted to live this way when you didn't have to, Joe. So, Stan, Joe, they let you, all-American, and country and western, and hillbilly show-off, and all that shit, to prove that he, marked down Geico Joe, is a liar, because it belonged to kids, and you guys raped and mutilated them, tore it all up for Perlita and Dave. I don't know how much more blatantly obvious it's got to be for you, Dave and Harry, that you're liars. Always have been. Whispering faggot to Fairmount. And so, if you're everybody's hero, they let you. GPS Night. But you're a dumb shit. Because the groups of you went through and tore everything fucking up. And then showed off about how great you think you are. So if you want to live a shitty way, they let you. And displayed it. And now you have an answer, Marktown Geico Joe, as to why. Because the group of you men have always been liars. Ellery. It would never belong to Don Wiley or Elton or any of them, not even the Jonestowners. Same lesson to Jim Jones as before, huh, Joe? So if you wanted to be stupid and live in a shit pile and profess that everything belonged to you, Joe, when there was something else set in from long ago that you guys jacked up too, and you guys ran around and stole everything, they're making it blatantly clear that the group of you just sit there and abuse people because you keep professing, some of you keep professing it all belonged to the Bernard Law Fag of LaChance. In that group. So, if you screw up Rick Bride's stuff, it turned into a pile of shit. Or Greg's stuff, or Jay Beswick's stuff, or any of the people that did it right. You guys wanted Cowboy Hillbilly Joe, and the Hillbilly Squads, into football! And then you guys wonder why you're miserable. Because you guys kept interfering with the ones that made it work. You guys screwed with Kim, me, Bailey, the Schwartzes, whoever else, the Pewlers, because some of you men are supermassive pedophile fag. All-American Joe, Harry, Bernard, you always have been. It never belonged to you people. You guys killed Jews, Russians, and whoever else, and that's guys' whole story. You went, the group of you men went nutter. Poof, David, poof. That's why I'm getting fucking sick of you, dude. That's all the group of you guys have ever done is abuse those girls and me and have some other ones. Always. And then you guys wonder why it sucks. Because you guys have always been covering it up. So if you guys got grins on your faces and think it's funny to be cowboy, country and western Indian hand-me-down, oh look, we gave him back the computer. It means Ellery and those guys killed the kid. And then made up a story. You're gonna go, like I said, the eagle has landed. That's how fucked up you are, David. Keep running in your circles with your friends and live in a shit pile that you created, fucking dumb shit. And then all those people who have been around that you guys victimized, that was, tried to do it the right way. Get them, they've watched you guys be super massive abusives and how fag that guy is. Professing he's the champion of the world. We are the champion. They let you guys have your fucking story. And how much it sucks. So if you guys aren't going to respect the old tradition, Joe, and you're going to destroy everything just because you supposedly lost, see, it doesn't matter if it's Starbucks or not, huh, Joe? Geico Joe. You turned into a pile of shit because you guys started favoring Perlita and Dave over your families and stealing their shit, Joe. Harry, Bernard, cowboy, country, and western. And if you guys left her alone, Roble Knight, and Bailey alone, and me alone, and who knows, a plethora of other people, instead of stealing it to place in a Negro power for Don Wiley and Jim, have it. It's a piece of shit because you guys like to be prison fag. And that's what Bernard Little Faggot LaChance is. With Doug King and his drugs and all that. You got what you wanted, Geico Marktown Joe, for being a bad guy. For real. You get to live in a piece of shit when we first didn't have to. Now you all know how delicate that stuff is when you don't do it fucking right. And then what happens when those kids were set in and you guys abuse them? The trail is everywhere. So if you like shit steak, Joe, Harry, Bernard, Dave, Perlita, and profess you're the greatest beings of Yahoo, they gave you shit stink. The Negroes that always lied and fucked up your children and pretend to be the I. I told you guys they weren't the I. Joe and them killed it a long time ago because they're super massive dumb fucks and stole all the shit and then distributed it. And now you all live in a shit pile because you all didn't want to follow rules and you thought it was funny to murder me and my friends and my sister and my wife because Bridges is a dumb motherfucker. You won, Joe. No, Joe. You're the dumb shit of the fucking earth. And you know you have been for quite some time because you fucked up childbirths and women because you're a dumb fuck of the earth.